Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about irrationality and proportionality. So here we go. Irrationality. The first definition of this concept that we will consider, subsequently known as Wednesbury unreasonableness, was made by Lord Greene in Associated Provincial Pictures Houses versus Wednesbury Corporation 1948. It is true said that if a decision on competent matter is unreasonable, that no reasonable authority could ever have come to it, then the courts can interfere. Lord Diplock in Council of Civil Service Unions versus Minister for the Civil Service 1985 developed the definition stating that irrationality applies to a decision which is outrageous in its defiance of logic of accepted moral standards that no sensible person who had applied his mind to the question to be decided could have arrived at. It is no coincidence that both these cases the applications face the test set the standard extremely high. Academic criticism of the concept is exemplified by Jeffrey Jewell and Anthony Lester in Beyond Wednesbury's Substantive Principles of Administrative Law 1987, Public Law 368. One can understand that Lord Greene's definition of unreasonableness sought to make the judge think twice about interfering the merits of official decisions, but a test which requires the official action not to be ordinarily unreasonable but only in effect extremely unreasonable is unhelpful as a practical guide. Proportionality. The essence of this principle is that a balance has to be struck by decision maker between the wider public interest and the effects of the decision on particular individuals. Proportionality and EU law. Proportionality is one of the key principles of EU law. Proportionality and the ECHR. The ECHR identifies certain rights which are qualified. This means that they will be enforced proportionality bearing in mind the wider public interest and the rights of others. Article 9. Freedom of thought, conscience and religion. Everyone has the right to freedom of thought, conscience and religion. This right includes freedom to change his religion or belief and freedom, either alone or in community with others and in public or private, to manifest his religion or belief in worship, teaching, practice and observance. Freedom to manifest one's religion or belief shall be subject only to such limitations as are prescribed by law and are necessary in democratic society in the interests of public safety, for the protection of public order, health or morals, or for the protection of the rights and freedoms of others. Proportionality, Wednesbury unreasonableness and irrationality. The current status of proportionality as a ground for judicial review is particularly interesting. Lord Diplock suggested in the GCHQ case that it might emerge in due course as fourth ground, since Ardley v. Home Secretary 2001 UKHL 226 the approach has been a twin rank one with proportionality used in relation ECHR HRA cases, but irrationality, Wednesbury unreasonableness remaining that test at common law. There have been frequent calls to replace Wednesbury unreasonableness with proportionality, but the recent case of QV Secretary of State for Foreign and Commonwealth Affairs 2015 UK's SC 69 indicates this is not imminent. For further discussion, please. Okay. Thanks for watching.